Hi, I'm Jeanniey Walden, and I'm so excited to be here today at the Kosher Wine and Food Experience. We're reconnecting with one of the guests that was on our show previously, Josh, from the Israeli Wine Producers Association, and we're here to taste the incredible wines from Israel that you can enjoy, as he will tell us, every single day. And not only that, but we're going to explore the world and see some kosher wines from everywhere around the globe. And stay tuned because we've got a special celebrity guest for you. We're here with the Israeli Wine Producers Association at the Kosher Food and Wine Experience. This is such an amazing event. Come on with me and let's take a look. I'm so excited about tasting this wine. I've heard so much about it. And when we had Josh on Liftoff last time, he was talking about the process. But now we get to see what the real thing actually tastes like. Hey, Josh, so great to see you back again.
Nice to see you also. How are you?
I'm great. I can't believe you put this entire event together. How many wines do you have here?
So we have 2 rooms here. We have 30 different wineries from Israel in this room, and then we have another 40 wineries from all over the world. So we have close to 100 wineries here today.
Well, you know, I was at a dinner last week, and I was talking about coming here, and someone said, wow, you have a connection to get wines from Israel in the United States. It's becoming so popular. Tell us about why you think that is.
So it's just, you know, people want to try new wines. Wine is a thing that you have to try and try something new. So Israeli wines are new for a lot of people. So finding something new is actually interesting to people. So when they try it, they get it put in the glass, hear the story from a lot of these great people here today, and then they get to fall in love with it.
If people are interested in buying wines, not here today, where can they get all of the wines from Israel?
So what I always tell people, if you walk to your local store, your local restaurant, and you can't find any Israeli wine there, ask. People are so great at helping, and wine shops and restaurateurs only want to help and educate their staff. So if they don't have it on the list or the menu, just ask. You know, everything's crazy in the world today. Just to go home and just to enjoy a nice glass of wine, either at home or out with a good friends or a good family, it just makes it a lot easier. It's like what they used to do. It's like, you know, wine just brings us back down. It calms us down. It makes us feel like just good old people, like we should feel.
Well, my wine's empty, so I need to go to one of these places and get a glass of wine.
We gotta fill her up.
We gotta do that. All right.
Today, we've got some great guests lined up, including Isaiah Thomas, who's here at the Kosher Food and Wine Experience to debut his new line of kosher champagnes. There's no sugar, there's no hangover, there's nothing but taste, and I can't wait to talk to him. Let's see how it goes.
Isaiah, hi. Thank you so much for being on Liftoff. I'm so excited to speak to you today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and thank you for having me.
You know, we're here at the Kosher Wine and Food Experience, and you are launching a new line of kosher champagne. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, can you believe it? Our Sherlan champagne, you know, we've been in the space now for 11 years here in the U.S., and it's a generation of champagne makers, the Sherlan family, since 1788. What we're known for is our zero and low sugar champagnes, and also our first press of the grape champagnes. And so we launched a new kosher line with Royal Wines, and this is our first entree into the space.
I think it's so fabulous. I'm a huge champagne fan, but to know that the champagne has low to no sugar is beyond exciting, because it means I could just drink it all day long.
You can, and you're not going to get you know, the stinging headache or the hangover. You'll get that champagne high, and you'll feel really good the next day. You know, so it's we're proud that we've been able to kosherize the champagne. All our champagnes are aged 24 to 36 months. Okay. So this is a rare champagne, and it's probably the rarest kosher champagne that's on the market in terms of zero sugar and 5 grams of sugar in this bottle.
Yeah, well, it's like you've mixed taste with culture and health, all and bottled it in a beautiful looking bottle. I can't
Oh,
wait to
thank you.
try some. This
Well,
is-
I can't wait till you try some either.
yes. Well, we're going to head out to table 37
Table
at
37.
the expo so we can make sure
That's
that we
right.
experience this.
Get what
I
you
think
need.
It's fantastic. Now, Liftoff is a show that focuses on business and lifestyle, and we always ask all of our guests if you could give 3 pieces of advice to an emerging business leader, what would you say?
An emerging business leader, 3 pieces of advice. First piece of advice I would say is learn the business that you're getting into top to bottom, and be everything from the janitor to the CEO. Know every part of the business. Second thing I would say to you is be prepared to fail. It's okay to fail. Now, what are you going to learn from those failures? No one is going to have a smooth ride, and you're not going to start a business and just be wildly successful. You're going to struggle. So prepare and understand that struggle is part of the process. The third thing I would say is listen more than you talk.
I love that. I had a 3rd grade teacher that taught a poem about an owl that the more she spoke, the less she heard. Why can't we all be like that bird? So there you go.
The 3rd grade teacher still has an effect on you.
That's right.
Well, I wasn't expecting to end the interview that way with a story about my 3rd grade teacher, but hey, Sister Angelina, how are you? And I hope you enjoyed that interview as much as I did. We've got more great stories and great experts coming up next.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at Revel Hall. It is the newest restaurant for Michelin star chef Joey Surgentakis. He has taken his incredible love and passion for food, and he's turned it into something fantastic for all of us that live in the Jersey area. I can't wait to see him tonight. We can't wait to see what's on the menu and hear the history. We're here with our friend, Chef Joey Surgentakis. He's that Michelin-starred amazing chef who is making everyone in New Jersey very happy as he continues to open restaurants. Chef Joey, it's so good to see you again.
Yes, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah. So tell us about your new restaurant, because this is pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun spot. We've been open for about almost 2 months now. Yeah, we're located right on the Delaware River. Now we just fell in love with the space, the ambiance, the town. You know, being right in front of the water, it's just a really, really good feeling.
So Revel Hall,
Yeah.
why the name?
So Thomas Revel was a Quaker that kind of founded this area. He was one of the founders of Burlington. A lot of history there with him, and we kind of wanted to tie in the historic kind of connection to the location, because Burlington City is, you know, one of the oldest cities in New Jersey, and it's got a lot of history. So we really wanted to kind of, you know.
Yeah. Well, I love that. I love that nod, and I love that we are in an active kitchen right now for
Yeah.
everybody. Dinner is really busy.
Yeah.
It's good. So,
Yeah.
so how are you finding people?
Huh?
How are you finding the town? Have they welcomed you?
Oh, it's been incredible. I gotta say, since we've came in, like, people are super thrilled to have us in town, and we're super thrilled to be here. I mean, everybody, like, you know, all the locals have been coming in. We've got lots of regulars already. You know, so we're thrilled about being here.
And so for anybody that wants to come here for dinner, what kind of cuisine can they expect?
It's quite eclectic. I mean, I guess a lot of my history, or like my story, kind of goes in with the cuisine. I've spent a long time in Europe. I spent a long time in Asia, New York City, and you can kind of see that throughout the cuisine. You know, some influences from whether it's French cuisine or Cantonese or you know, Swiss or whatever. You know.
Yeah. In addition to the amazing cuisine that has been, you know, brought in from all of your travels around the world, you also have quite a nice ambiance at the bar. You have happy hours and historic drinks, correct?
Yeah. And I gotta say, we've got an incredible mixologist. His name is Steve Mazuka. He used to be at the Bathtub Gin in New York City. So, I mean, the level of cocktails that we're serving right now really matches what we're doing in the kitchen as well. So it's a great team.
You've really set the bar high for this one.
We did.
What are your expectations as you continue to grow here?
Well, at the moment, we're just taking it one day at a time and one table at a time. I mean, we're just trying to make sure that everything we do, we just do it best. You know, whether it's the dishes that are coming out, the way that we serve the tables, just making sure that everybody's happy. Price point is on point. You know, it's not too expensive, while still having really great quality food. And I think the rest will kind of come. You know, we're not shooting for anything specific. We're just shooting to be the best that we can be.
I think that's great. And thank you for
Yeah.
bringing your culinary expertise to New Jersey. On behalf of everyone in New Jersey, we're so happy to have you here in this restaurant. There we go. Absolutely. Chef Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
So we're going to eat some dinner. What should we order?
Oh man.
Welcome back. We are here with the incredible power couple, Vanessa and Keith Bell. They are the dynamic duo behind Blank Page to Author. They are the company that helps you vibe code. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to introduce them by congratulating Vanessa on her most recent book called Girl, Wake Up. And I am loving reading this. Welcome to Liftoff.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much, and thank you for getting the book. I'm so excited that you're reading it. It's been such an amazing experience just writing that book. I had so much fun. But it's all about women understanding who they are, coming into themselves, not hiding behind the curtain. Some women, they just like to just not be fully authentically themselves, you know, for whatever reason. And this book is all about my journey of coming into myself, but it was a framework that God gave me to help women understand who they are. So it's a 4-step framework where you understand who you are, you attack the lies that you believe about yourself, God, and your situations. You align with your authentic self, so you're just moving in alignment with, you know, whatever it is that you feel like you're supposed to do. And lastly, so that you can step into your purpose with clarity and confidence. So I like to call myself an identity activator. On social media, I go by Identity Hype Girl. I like to tell women, when you get around me, you can't help but get excited about being yourself. So that's the book. It's a lot of stuff in there. I'm so excited for, you know, every woman who picks up that book and read it, because you're going to find something that you can relate to in there and take, you know, to be able to apply to your life. So you can start showing up like you, because women, we're amazing. So why not be you?
Hey, well, you talked about all three of the things that I follow in my AIR method: authenticity, inspiration, and relatability. So I love that, and I love your book already. But let's talk a little bit about the company that you two built, because you two have built this incredible company that helps anybody be an author as confidently as you have become an author. And I know, Keith, you've got some books written as well. So tell us what Blank Page to Author does.
How we want to say it. We help coaches, speakers, and entrepreneurs get them ideas out of their heads so they can get more opportunities. Basically, this company is built around getting you more opportunities. And the origin of it is really interesting. I actually attribute it to my son. Shout out to him, EJ. EJ had this project, this research paper that he was doing. He came up with a topic. His teacher didn't like the topic. We had a parent-teacher conference. His teacher got to know what I do, which my background is IT, over 15 years of IT. Vanessa background, as she said, she's a former forensic chemist. So his teacher was like, hey, use your resources. Use your parents. They can help you come up with an awesome topic. Long story short, we get home from that trip, and I get the bright idea to jump on ChatGPT, on AI, and say, hey, give me some questions to help me figure out what it is that my son might want to do a paper on, a research paper on. I didn't want it just to give it to me. I wanted the brain power to come from him. So long story short, we went through it. I asked him to give me honest answers, and it came out that he was interested in doing a paper on improving solar panels on homes. That was fascinating to me, because I was like, there's no way. He never talks about anything like this. And it was like, there was no way we would have known that. And that little thing was just like the catalyst for everything we built with Blank Page to Author. From there, I went on and wrote the first book of the program, Cancel Cancer Culture. In 2021, I went through a cancer journey. I am cancer-free, y'all, so thank God for that. But my first book was about that. And I didn't attribute myself as a writer. I was like, man, I don't write. I'm a creative person. I have 10 million ideas every day. So many people can relate to that. But through this process, through going through a questionnaire method, I was able to get not only get out all of my thoughts and my feelings and actually get a book that was organized, but it was also something I was able to do in a quick span of time. So blank page to author has helped man countless of numbers of students so far, and we look forward to helping more.
Well, I think that's fantastic what you're doing. So, if somebody is watching and they've always thought about writing a book, they thought it was too hard or too expensive or takes too much time, tell me three quick things that they should know about why blank page to author and what we're going to talk about in a second, vibe authoring, why that might be the solution for them.
So I'll answer the if you feel like it's too hard, I like to tell our potential clients, if you can answer questions through our method, you can write a book.
Correct. Correct. And I would say if you're somebody who's been trying, we are the perfect solution for you because we do it with you. We walk with you through the process and you can ask all the questions in the world.
Yeah,
So
you
that's the second thing.
yeah, you're not by yourself. I want to piggyback on that because like you said, I was the person where I tried so many times to write my book and I would get lost in the sauce. And another problem I used to have was I had a hard time starting it. Finishing was no problem, but starting to get my ideas out, that used to be a problem. But through our process, like I like to tell our clients, like there's no writer's block, procrastination, none of that, because you have something that's pulling the ideas out of you. You're never without a plan on how to keep moving forward.
AI is your friend if you know how to use it. And I would love to have a conversation with anybody about that because there's a lot of talk about AI and different things and how we're using it. And being a former IT professional, I definitely get into deep conversations about that. So I just wanted to go ahead and say that out loud.
Yeah, and I'll just add in the last thing that AI means all inside. So through our program, it's literally you have all the information that you need,
Inside of you.
and AI helps you to pull everything out.
That's right.
And I think that's a really important clarification for everyone that's watching is, what you're doing is called vibe coding, vibe authoring, vibe ideation, whatever you want to call it. This is where you're using AI not to create the end materials for you, but to help pull out what's in your brain and organize your thoughts and help you create your end materials, correct?
Yep.
That is correct. That is correct.
So tell us what you think about this term vibe authoring. Do you think that's what you're doing?
I love it. I love it. I love hearing that term because I'm like it is a vibe. You know what? It's how you feel. It's your thoughts. It's things that's been sitting in the back of your head that you didn't even know was there, or you might have known, but you might have forgotten. And we're able to pull that out. So I love that term. I resonate with it.
Well, that's fantastic. Do you think that the audience is ready for the big reveal right now?
Yeah, I think they're ready. I think they're ready. If they're not, they better get ready.
All right. Well, there's no better way to end our conversation today, and we could talk for hours than to share that I've used your vibe authoring program, which now has that new phrase to it, and I am a client of Blank Page to Author, and I'm so excited to share that I have written a new book called The Trust Threshold: Crossing the Line Between Stuck and Unstoppable.
Well, look, I want to know what did you think? Let's start with the beginning. What was your thoughts, your feelings? How did you feel going into session one, phase one?
So I got to tell you, I wrote a book in 2005, 2006 with Wiley, and it's called Email Marketing An Hour a Day. Back then, email marketing was just getting started, and it was a great technical expertise book, but it was very challenging. And the formats and the phrasing and the editorial process just about killed me, as I'm sure it does for many people writing a book. So I swore I'd never write another book again. But then I met the two of you, and I couldn't help myself because you came across so sincere, and the process seemed A little unbelievable because you said AI is going to help, but not write a single thing for you. And I think we've talked about this a lot. I don't trust AI to write anything for me. It doesn't know my voice regarding, no matter what I put into the prompts and no matter how much I prompt engineer it, it still, to me, often sounds like a robot. So you told me you had this process. You told me that it would pull things out of me that I never expected to have thought about. So I was a little trepidatious going into the first session, especially when you asked me to put a prompt into ChatGPT.
I feel like every client who has gone through our program, the number one thing that people say when they read their books is, wow, that was such an easy read. Wow, I could, like, I felt your emotions, whatever you were trying to write or convey. Like, we were able to feel that, and they feel seen, they feel heard, understood, and that's what our process is all about. So that was the thing I wanted to hear, because I mean, I've seen the the feedback that you've gotten, and people have been saying, wow, this is such a great book.
Yes.
Like I said, even for myself, I'll reiterate what you said. When I was editing, I'm just like, oh wow, this is amazing. Let me I got my journal, I'm taking notes and stuff, and then I was thinking, I was just like, man, this is so similar. The authenticity, inspiration, relatability is similar to what I teach with identity. So it was such a pleasure, like, working with you and getting this framework out that you talk about, because I'm just like, man, and then applying this in business and what it can do for other people, whether they're solopreneurs or big organizations. It's going to help them to be able to connect with other people, and that's what you want to do as a as a business and everything. And so I gotta say, Jeannie, congratulations, you did your thing.
Yes.
Well,
But
I
thank you, thank you. And there is zero chance I would have ever written a book like this without going through your process. So I can't thank you enough for doing exactly what you said, Vanessa, which is taking the AI, the all inside, and bringing it out. And I really hope that my book, like yours, is there to share inspiration in a very authentic and relatable way. And this process is one that I think everyone should try if they've ever wanted to be an author. So thank you so much for being on Liftoff.
thank
Yay!
you.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Stay tuned to Liftoff and follow us at Liftoff Show for more great experts, advice, stories, and insights.